Are you tired of being just another face at the poker table? Want to up your game and become a force to be reckoned with? Today we're serving up 5 advanced poker strategies and tips that will take your game to the next level. These aren't your Runa Vimal poker tips. We're diving deep into tactics that separate the top 1% of players from the rest. So if you're ready to supercharge your poker wins, let's get started. Advanced strategy? No. 1. Playing with a poker game plan. A poker game plan is your secret weapon for outlasting your opponents. It's all about playing smart, not just lucky. Here's how it works. Imagine you're playing Texas Hold'em. With a game plan in place, you won't find yourself in too many pots where you have less than a 50/50th chance of winning. You fold when it's not your day and save your chips for when Lady Luck is smiling down on you. This strategy isn't about chasing the big scores every hand. It's about consistent, long-term success. So before you sit down at the table, have a think about what you're aiming for. Are you going for the gold in every hand? Or are you playing smart and letting the pot come to you? Remember, in the long run, it's the steady, strategic players who outlast the rest. Advanced strategy number 2. Mastering position at the poker table. In poker, position is everything. Knowing when to act based on where you sit at the table can make or break your game. Let's break it down. Say you're in late position. This means you act after most players have already made their moves. Being in late position gives you an advantage because you have more information about what other players are doing. You know if they've folded or called, which helps you make a better decision about your own hand. On the other hand, if you're in early position, things are a bit trickier. You're acting first, so everyone else has the advantage of seeing what you do before making their move. So, what's the solution? Be cautious in early position. Only play your strongest hands until you get some more information about the cards in play. Remember, in poker, knowledge is power. Use your position at the table to your advantage and watch your wins grow. Advanced strategy? No. 3. Reading your opponents like a book. In poker, your opponents are like characters in a book. Each one has a story to tell if you know how to read them. Let's talk about tells. Those little clues players give off that reveal their hand strength. It could be the way they bet, how they act, or even what they say. For example, if a player suddenly starts betting really big, they might have a strong hand, or if they seem nervous, they might be bluffing. Now here's a pro tip. Don't rely on one tell. Look for patterns of behavior. If a player consistently makes big bets when they have a good hand, that's a telltale sign. So, put on your detective hat and observe your opponents at the table. What are their habits? How do they act when they win or lose? The more you understand your opponents, the better you can read their moves and make the right decisions in every hand. Advanced strategy number 4. Bankroll management. Your chip stack strategy. Your chip stack is more than just poker chips. It's your key to long-term success at the table. Let's dive in. First things first, set a budget and stick to it. Decide how much you're comfortable losing and don't chase your losses. Next, avoid the temptation to go all in too often. Save your big bets for when you have the goods. Remember, it's not the size of your stack that matters, but how you manage it. Also, keep an eye on your table image. How do your bets and raises look to other players? Are they thinking you're sitting on a mountain of chips, or are you looking a bit low? Use this to your advantage. If you want to be taken seriously, pretend you have a bigger stack than you actually do. Bluff with the best of them. By managing your chip stack wisely, you'll be able to outlast your opponents and stay in the game longer. And that's where the real money is made in poker. Advanced strategy? No. 5. Know when to fold M and when to hold M. This might sound like a song, but it's serious poker strategy. Knowing when to fold or hold is crucial for your success at the table. Let's start with folding. If you have a weak hand and there's a lot of money in the pot, it might be time to fold. You don't want to waste your chips on a long shot. On the other hand, if you have a strong hand and the pot is big enough, hold on tight. This is where the pros separate themselves from the rest. They know when to trust their gut and stick with a winning hand. But remember, in poker, you can't win every hand. Sometimes you just have to walk away and wait for your next one. That's part of the game. There you have it, folks. 5 advanced poker strategies and tips to take your game to the next level. Remember, in the world of poker, knowledge is power. So keep learning, keep observing, and most importantly, keep playing. With these strategies in your back pocket, you'll be well on your way to becoming a poker pro. Good luck, have fun and play smart. Until next time, may the odds be ever in your favor.